I wanted to thank you, the viewer, for coming back to Stealth Camping Adventures today. We are gonna get on the bicycle and again go stealth camping in an urban area. Come on, let's go stealth camping. Gonna be making a left. Well, that's the end of the sidewalks. I kicked my gear down to the first gear to see if how easy it is to ride on this grass right now. Not too fun, I'll tell you that. Most likely, I'll be getting off of my bike and walking this. Crossing the street, because when we get down to that light, not sure if you can see it, but when we get down to that light, I want to be on the proper side of the road. And I'll let you guys in on a little trick of how to find a nice or possible nice stealth camping spot. Whenever you're out driving around, keep your eyes open at your surroundings and look for woods. And the chances are, if you see a little patch of woods, you can probably stealth camp in there and go on your own little stealth camping adventure. But if you're wondering why I'm pushing this bike right now instead of riding in the street, it's simple. It's rush hour traffic right now. It's very dangerous around here. It's also good to know your roads, if possible, when stealth camping. And I know that this road has a lot of fatalities on it. Yep, still walking. I probably got like way down there beyond that bridge, about a half mile to the right. I seen a spot of woods when I was driving yesterday, so that's where we're gonna go. We're gonna go see if we can stealth camp there. Okay, I found a shortcut because I'm kind of getting burned out walking this bike on that grass. So I'm gonna go around this block and go up to that light. Once I come to that road up ahead that you see, then I gotta make a left and go back down that road that I just bypassed. What a beautiful day outside today. I mean, it's not too hot, not too cold, not too breezy, just the right amount of wind. This is turning out to be a great day. Hopefully, when we get back to where we're going, we're going to be able to camp there So many things can happen when you go back to these new stealth camping places. Well, the reason why I crossed right here before the light is because if you look ahead, it's always congested with traffic, very dangerous. People not always paying attention, in a rush to get home. So, wanted to avoid all that. Now another obstacle ahead. I don't know if you can see it, but underneath that bridge, of course, there's no sidewalk. All right. And then I'm pretty sure I gotta take the bike and go into this busy street. So, but, all right. Wish me luck. Well, I've been pushing my bike all the way to this point by that bridge. Let's see up ahead if there's any place I can push the bike at where I don't got to get out into that street. Well, let's see how close that guy was. Okay. I'm gonna have to jump in the street here. Uh-oh. Get right off of this street right now. As soon as I can, at least. There we go. Yeah. Well, that worked out pretty dang well. Oh, man. Okay. Back to walking the bike. Back beyond all these warehouses, there's a opening I noticed. A little tiny road that goes back into the woods. When I was driving home the other day, I noticed it and I thought to myself, I'm gonna try to go stealth camp there and see what happens. Whoa, look at that. The Grand Canyon. I swear, every time something happens to me, it's because I'm not paying attention. Look at how large that curb is. I'm not paying attention because I am filming for you guys. I gotta blame somebody. It might as well be you. All right, now anyhow, what I'm looking at ahead is this. The distribution center is right there. And I believe the road goes in past that wood line going back this way. I'll be honest with you guys, pushing this bike in this tall grass for well over a mile is not what I call a fun day. But I'm tell you what, I just got a great feeling about this stealth campsite area that I just want to keep on pressing forward and have an awesome stealth camp time tonight. I'm thinking it's up there pretty close. That is our road. As soon as all this traffic passes by, We are gonna go in, and hopefully nobody is back down that road. But we ain't gonna find out until we go down it. I'm not going down it until we cannot be seen going in. I believe after big bug in my mouth. All right, going in. You know what? I am just gonna get on the bike and ride right in. Let's see what's up ahead. Oh, let me change my gears. I got it in 5th gear. There we go. Well, we got some dumpers back here. Wow. Oh my goodness. Look at the size of this land. I don't think we're gonna have too much trouble stealth camping. Let's go down to the, oh, look at those island of trees in the middle of the field. Oh, I like that. See it? Let me stop this bicycle. Let me just... See the building? It's a warehouse building, distribution center. And look at all this land. Now I was thinking, I like that island of trees right there. That'd be kind of cool, just push my way inside and set up camp right there. I kind of like that idea. Seems just to be me outside, back in this area, at least for now. It was kind of comical as I was walking this bike and trailer. It sounded like a car was pulling up next to me, you know, over there by that building. And I'm like thinking, are you kidding me? But it was the leaves rustling in the wind, and it just happened to make that certain sound. But anyways, I guess we can go back there and check it out, and I'll ditch my bike somewhere on the side over this way or something to hide it, so we can go scout the land. Oh, it's all gravel back here. Let me lay this bike down right here. All right, let's go check out that island of woods. Well, definitely doesn't look like no one's been back this way for a while. Let me show you what I'm looking at. Ooh, that would be rough getting my bike and trailer over. Unfortunately, that island of woods, no good. Well, can try over there, somewhere over that direction. Somewhere back in this direction is where I'm probably gonna stealth camp. I'm hoping. Oh, the mosquitoes are already landing on me like an airport runway. Gee whiz. Sorry, mosquitoes. I don't got time to bleed. Yeah, this ain't too bad. Alright, let me dump this bike. Well, I'm not having too much luck finding the kind of spot that I was hoping for. Uh-oh. Look at ahead. Let me zoom up. Look at. So that means next to that distribution center, someone's outside because that door is open. So I do not want to be seen because I have no idea who owns this property. So I'm not gonna go back that way for a while. Well, we're not gonna take the bicycle down that way. Not until that worker outside has everything shut up for the night and he's gone. So I am going to look around and perhaps I can find a place to stealth camp somewhere in this area. I was even thinking maybe back this way. I gotta make sure I feel this ground though. I mean, this ground is not the best ground. Check this out. I mean, it's really not a bad area. As long as nobody comes down here, we would be good. I was also had my eye on this little spot, you know, somewhere. Okay, there's a building, but nobody can really see me. Plus we would be over down this way. Let me see the ground here. Okay, what I'm gonna do is camp right up against those trees. Well, I'm thinking right underneath this tree. Put my tent somewhere in this area. I mean, it's kind of the flattest as the ground's gonna get. Because I wanted to check out back over that way, a little further down the road, but with that door open in that warehouse building, no thank you. I mean, I had to stomp through some pretty high grass and some goldenrod flowers to get back here. Gonna get the tent out and get the camouflage tarp out because I believe I am gonna use the camouflage tarp again. So let's get this tent out and get it all set up. Alright, I got my 2 tarps down. Now let's get that tent up. Now what I gotta do is take my tarp and take the zip ties and cut them off, because I'm gonna need to unfold this, because I'm probably gonna lay the camouflage tarp directly over the tent somehow. I'm gonna figure something out with that tarp. Tent's up, and I got the camouflage covering my whole tent and some of my gear. I camouflaged my bike with some of the weeds. Pretty good, isn't it? Let's walk around. That's what it looks like in the front. I'm still setting up. Sitting down, taking a break. I am sweating bullets. And honestly, it's not hot outside. It just takes a lot of work to set up camp. But this is my view, sitting down underneath my camouflage tarp. I'll just put my trailer underneath the tarp there, and this is my view. I'm not sure if you can see the mosquitoes flying by the camera, but there are a zillion mosquitoes out here. Well, I guess now what I'm gonna do is go inside the tent, get my mat down and my sleeping bag and my blankets and my pillows, get that all set up, and as I'm cooling down, then I guess I'm gonna cook some dinner. And today the dinner is gonna be awesome. I brought a steak. We're gonna cook some steak tonight. Some ribeye steak. I love ribeye steaks. One of my absolute favorite steaks is a ribeye. Whew, those mosquitoes are bad out here. All right, let me get inside the tent and get set up so I can start really enjoying myself out here, stealth camping with all my mosquito friends. Okay, I got my tent all situated. All my stuff's down. And I wanted to take the time to show you guys how I charge my cell phone for my overnight stays. Check this out. This is called a power bank. I got it at Metro, and I paid out the door, I would say a little over $20. But it does an excellent job for overnight stealth camping. I mean, I can get my phone down to 75% and charge it fully at least 6-7 times. And if my phone is totally drained with this power bank, I can have one full charge, which is not bad at all. But I wanted to take the time to show you that because I use it every single time I'm making these stealth camping videos. As of right now, this is my view looking out the tent. And if you pay attention and listen to the background, you will hear the high-lows and the docks loading and unloading the semi-trucks. See, do you hear that? because over that way I am surrounded by distribution centers. So all these warehouses are all the way back. I believe even Ford Motor Company is back that way, but I'm not sure. And back behind us is an active warehouse where most of the noise is coming from. You can smell that steak a mile away. Alright. Give it a flip. A little bit. That stove really throws off the flames. I mean, I turned it way down too. Just gotta be careful with it. Don't want to ruin that nice steak. I was gonna cook some baked beans and some rice to go along with that steak, but after looking at that steak, that's a pretty large steak, and I think that'll be plenty to eat for tonight. I am going to let this steak rest for a good 5 minutes before eating dinner. Alright, let's give this sirloin steak a taste. I mean, it cut like butter. I rate this a 10! A 10! It is awesome. I mean, honestly, think about it. Can you think of a better way to fry up a steak than to sit in a beautiful wooded area, enjoying the views, eating a nice steak, enjoying a nice cold lemonade. I mean, I don't think life can get any better than that. Wow, that steak was awesome. But I'm gonna take the rest of the steak, there's a bone here, and walk it out to this field and give it a good toss into the woods, because we do have coyotes around this area and stuff, and I just don't want possums, raccoons, coyotes, or anything walking up to the tent tonight. So let's go throw this steak bone into the woods. Really don't want to walk too far out, just in case. Alright, let's... Oh my goodness, what a lousy throw. Let's do that again. Come on, throw it like a man. There you go. Gee whiz. Alright. I guess I'm just gonna sit around, listen to the radio, Put my pots and pans away. Did you hear that? It's never a good sign when you hear banjo music. Alright, it's time to pack up camp and get out of here. Just joking around. But if I did hear banjo music, I would be out of here ASAP. But anyhow, I'm gonna go inside, get some pajamas on, and maybe come back outside, listen to some music, and enjoy the rest of the night, because there's probably only about a half-hour daylight left, and it's going to be dark back here. So, what a beautiful night. I want to take a walk up on the top of this little hill just to see what's over there. Check it out. I gotta be careful. I just realized that looks like a bicycle over there. That might be a bicycle. I'm not sure. It looks like a bike leaning against that building. I don't know. It's right there. I don't think it's a bike. Anyways, let me go back down here though, because I'm not too familiar with the routine in that building at all. Never been back here before. Never knew this even existed. Well, it turned out to be a great stealth camping day, a great stealth camping location. It's not as noisy as I thought it would be back here with all these distribution centers and warehouses. There's a lot of semis around here going in and out, but yeah, it's nowhere near as loud as I thought. I wasn't too worried about it because I always bring a pair of earplugs with me, just in case it's loud. Wherever I may be, I can just throw in some earplugs and get a peaceful night. Speaking of a peaceful night, it is nice and cool outside. It's not muggy. Very comfortable right now. And on that note, I will see you in the morning. You have a good night. Houston, we have a problem. I don't know if you can see it, but the storm's coming in and it blew my camouflage tarp off my tent, so I got to go outside and get a roof back on this tent before I get soaking wet. Well, gotta hurry up. Okay, see how it blew my camouflage tarp right off. I mean, the weather is pretty bad out right now. You can feel it picking up. So what I'm gonna try to do is just get the normal top on this tent, and then just go ahead and cover my bike and my my trailer with the camouflage tarp. It's a good thing. I was just falling asleep when this happened. I'm glad that I wasn't sleeping when this happened. You can see the wind. Let me stand back and you can see. I put the camouflage tarp back on top of the tent and just put some weights around the tent to help hold it down because it is really windy outside right now. And it was so windy it blew my tent down, put it that way. So hopefully the tarp and the tent cover stays on all night. But yeah, I'm sure glad I wasn't sleeping when that happened because I would have woke up wet. It's sprinkling out right now, but it's not raining out. I'm really hoping that the storm passes, but I guess only time will tell. Next time I come out here, I'm gonna make sure that I have the camouflage tarp secured tightly, and not just throwing up really quick like the way I did today. I didn't know that we were supposed to get any of this kind of weather or anything like that, but lesson learned, and I'll try not to let that happen again because it could have been worse. It could have been pouring rain when it happened and I could have been soaking wet by now. But alright, gonna try to sleep again. Alright, I'll see you in the morning, and if anything happens, I'll get right back on here and tell you guys. Alright. Good morning, everybody. Woke up about 7 o'clock in the morning. It is probably about 19 after 8 a.m. and I am out of here. Let's take a look around. This time I am going to go out this way because I noticed the road. There's a road that comes right over this way. So that means I won't have to take my bike back through this grassy, weedy field. So let's get a move on. Here's that little road that I told you was behind me, and I was camped behind these woods, behind this little island. All right, let's get on home. There was a lot of pounding in those warehouses. Might have been the Ford Stamp building, I'm not sure. But what a great little one-night stealth camp trip. As you can see, this field is pretty large. All right. The traffic should not be as bad today, so I will be riding in that road for a little while. Thank you for watching Stealth Camping Adventures. I hope you like what you're watching. I hope you enjoy yourself. And if you do, please like, subscribe, and share. All right. Thank you.